Today is happened to be day 3 of Puff Daddy, as popularly known, Sean Combs Diddy. Today happens to be the number 3 day of in court trial when they happen for inside New York. Today started with rain, heavy rain downpour. It was raining seriously, but people didn't care. They have to fall in that court. You go see reporters, everybody stand still. This is happening live and direct, and not everybody wants to be, involved. A lot of people are cashing out from this. Seriously, if you go YouTube, everybody is reporting it live. You understand? News people, they are camped outside the courts, with their cameramen, with their reporters. Once when they enter inside the court, they enter, and so that they text message, that they report steady. Not be smart, In fact, news now, everything is focusing on what is going on inside the courthouse for inside PDD trial. This is a high-profile trial because this is just the beginning. You understand? A lot of expose is still coming. So this is day 3, and it's the second day also for Ventura, Cassie, Puff Daddy's ex-girlfriend, to still continue to testify because yesterday she started a testimony, and today she continue again from where she stopped because she's pregnant, and they don't want to hurry her. They want to take their time. And today was a new expose, my people, a new expose. Yesterday was just all about when did you meet him, how old were you, and she said she met him when she was 19. She was with him for over 10 years. They broke up, I think 2018, and not, of course, 2023. All those viral videos that came out and everything. I already give you people the update of yesterday. So if you didn't watch what you need to know about Puff Daddy case, you can go back and watch it on my page. Okay. So now today update now the matter when the transcripts of some of the revelation when it happened for inside court today, my people. Now I come knock for now. As for to read today, for those people when they wonder, say what it be the case when federal government of US United States get against Puff Daddy. So number 1 count is racketeering conspiracy. Number 2 count sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. So do many things to like deceive people or drug people to behave or act in a sexual way when the man and woman be said they're not in their right mind. And the another count is that 2 count transportation and engaging in prostitution. Okay, that's sex trafficking, like carrying 2 count transportation and engaging in prostitution. Of course, some of the, if I not be some, most of the people when they used to do all this, their freak off parties, many of them they are prostitutes, and of course he was patronizing them and he was paying them. So the matter they on ground. So started with the jury. They showed pictures of Ventura, which she said was from a Uber ride home after that incident for 2016 for inside that hallway. That's the video you are still watching. Yes, that's the video after that incident when you take pull her hair and everything. She took an Uber drive home, and of course she took pictures of herself and she presented it as evidence. Okay, so she presented the photos of escorts. It said then she reviewed a binder of more than a dozen photos of escorts she and Combs hired for free cups over the years. Okay, no, that wasn't the one I was talking about. Okay, let's go to the first one. It says Johnson, I think that's one of the lawyers for inside the court, showed the jury 2 selfies of Ventura, which she said were from her Uber ride home. She said she had a fat lips and black eye under her sunglasses. Yes, say that when you take drag her, pull her, go on her body. So after that incident, on her way home, she took selfie and she carried her come court as evidence. Okay. Then Ventura, Cassie also reviewed a binder of more than a dozen photos of escorts she and Combs hired for freak-offs over the years in different cities. Okay, so una know say after she begin dey participate in the freak-off and all those parties, she became one of the in fact she said she took it as a job, you understand. So she was working for PDD, and PDD was paying all those escorts as male, escorts now. They call them escorts, but they're actually male prostitutes, okay, from different cities all over the country. She said she typically reached out to the escort to arrange freak-offs because it was her job. Those are her exact words, because she began to look at it that this is a job and that she has to do in order to, get paid or live a comfortable life. And, after she began the participation, according to her, she said the thing became being like a job because she paid these people with Puff Daddy's money. She said when she paid them, it was with Combs' money, Ventura testified. Okay? In January 2016, Combs sent Ventura a text that he wanted to have a proper freak-off where they didn't take ketamine. So that's our words too, that he wants to have a proper freak-off where they will not be on drugs. You understand? He said a successful freak-off is one we remember. Combs said in his text message. So of course, the Cassie also showed for evidence for court messages between her and Diddy going back and forth, and the one he tell and say he won't do that freak off party, and he don't want drug anybody. He won't make everybody they remember the experience. So not be all the parties they were all filled with drugs, right? Many of them were very alert and they knew exactly what they were doing. So some of them, when they come, they thought say I was drugged, I didn't know what I was doing. Some of them actually, those freak-offs, some of those parties were done without drugs. So you can see it as evidence here, right? He said that according to Ventura, Diddy's words, the text message when he sent, he said a successful freak-off is one we remember, Combs said in his text. Ventura also testified that she preferred to take the drugs for freak-offs because it was the most dissociative. Yeah. So she talks that the reason why she like to take drugs in those freak-offs because she want to separate herself, like her mind away from what she's doing. She doesn't want to remember that experience. Okay. Combs also said in his text he'll fly in an escort called Dave. Okay, so that's another person when he actually mentioned for a text message. You understand? You're gonna fly them in. So you remember the case. You don't forget that this case is not about violence or domestic violence. This case is about sex trafficking, paying prostitutes to come and to those in parties. You understand? That is what this case is all about. Okay, patronizing prostitutes. So you see the evidence here. It says Combs also said in this text message he will fly in an escort called Dave. So he was even paying them to fly them in, and of course if they fly them in, of course they will eat. You will put them in hotel and take care of them, right? Ventura testified that she tried to avoid kissing the escorts during the freak-offs because it felt too intimate, and made me squeamish. So, squeamish now make her irritated. Say usually like this, some people, if that even some much will talk and say kissing is not the day involved, because it just means that they are gonna kissing somebody is like more, you are more intimate with that person. You understand? Is more intimate. You understand? So she's not allowed to kiss anybody. You understand? But see what she talked. She said, but Sean would request to see it, so I will do it, Ventura said. So you can see that even Sean will like, insist that she make sure say she kiss them. Want to see the whole, can imagine, hey, Jesus, the same mouth when you tell they kiss your girlfriend, you go say make a shower me. They also kiss your girlfriend and they go knock you girlfriend in front of you. So not just to exploit her body. He wanted it to be real. So he said she has to kiss them as well. Ventura testified that Combs frequently threatened to release videos of her in freak-offs when he was angry. So that's another manipulative thing when they do it, right? Because of course, so those freak offs, most of the parties were recorded. Most of those freak offs were recorded, and he used it as a blackmail for her. And because I don't know, they can say, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? Yes, she was a captive. She was dealing with a narcissist, you understand? And I'm 100% sure she felt threatened for her life. You can imagine the kind of person when Combs be. You understand? Now the guy, now notorious. Not forget. So he would threaten her that he was going to release those videos when she did they knock those escorts. You understand? And he said it when he was angry. He would tell her, and of course, you know that he meant it. You understand? He meant it. Ventura read a series of texts from that day after the altercation. Combs sent her several messages to call him. So remember that they see they go back to that incident when it happened for that hallway, because I think that was the only video evidence that, you know, because now CNN, remember saying that CNN even leak am. There are so many videos of the freak off when they thought say they go, maybe the judge go allow them, make them play some of those party scene inside the courtroom. You understand? I don't know why they never made this in public. Many people they see all the things when they go on. After all, there's many cases that they allow cameras and they allow you know, people news people to record. But this is a very close case. They're not allow camera. They're not allow the news media that goes there. They only carry paper and pen, and they jot down and take script of what is being said, and they draw pictures and all that, right? So, anyways, of course, there are videos of those pre-offs that they found in PDD's phones and his gadgets, because he has record of all the parties that he does. Even if it's not a party, anytime those escort comes, he videos everything. So they're saying that the judge will have to decide if they are going to play it inside the courthouse for the juries to watch. You understand? So after that incident when happened for the hallway, they talk say Combs sent her several messages to call him. You understand? Imagine was he asking her, you need to call me, you need to call me, you need to call me. Ventura told Combs that she spoke to security and the escort had left. She says she told him, as long as you don't disturb the guests, they will leave you be. That was one of those text messages. So these are a lot of testimonies when Cassie Ventura testified today when be day 3. According to what we hear, they say the children, the girls, the Puff Daddy's children, Puff Diddy children, the girls were not present today because they were there in day 1, day 2, but today now only the boys that were there, and their grandmother, that even during those first day and second day, some of the children, mama, you understand, some of them were at the courthouse. But today they were not there. It was just the grandmother and the boys that were there, because you know they are gonna, you know, imagine. In fact, they would say even during that Monday and Tuesday when Cassie, then they talk about the things when their father don't do that. Some of the children even walked out of the court. You know, they couldn't just bear to hear all those evil things when their own papa don't do, involving all those drugs, parties, you know, the abuse and everything. It was just too painful for them to hear. Some of them actually walked out of the courthouse. You understand? You know. Anyway, but as I tell you, I say the husband of Cassie, he was not allowed to be in the court today. Yesterday was allowed, but they say they are excusing him off because they want to probably use him as a weakness also, because as I tell now, Cassie current husband was also Puff Daddy's trainer. So it was one of his people that he was working with him. So of course he foresee so many things too when he did around Combs. So it's gonna be like a key weakness as well. So that's why they don't want him to be in court, even though he really wanted to be there to support his wife and all that. But at the talk said, they say when Ventura Cassie enter court, she looks straight. She not even look Puff Daddy side. She not look those lawyer side. She walks straight to where she go sit down and raise her hands, took her hold, and started the section. So even with rain and everything, you didn't disturb it. So tomorrow number day 4, and so I go see they carry the update, can't give on. My people, we could stay tuned, stay blessed, and don't touch that dial. This is still Gistupdatetv reaching out to you from the USA. We are reporting live from New York. So if you never begin to follow us for all our social media platforms, if you're on YouTube, turn on your notifications. If you're on Facebook, follow us, and so you can get, also turn on your notifications so that when we post new videos, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, follow us on our Instagram and also for our TikTok. So anyway, I'm gonna see you now very soon. Stay blessed and ciao ciao. Peace out.